How many of you have ever told your kids or been told by your parents, you break it, you buy it? Probably many of you. I know I heard it growing up, and I certainly have used it on my kids before. And so I came up with a little analogy of my own called you thought it, you bought it. And let me explain what that means. Thoughts are like a currency of the universe, right? They're the way that we exchange and barter with the universe. So I get thoughts from the universe, I humanize them, I give it back with my intention behind it, and then the universe delivers upon that. So it's like, the universe, think of it as like a big mega store. And it's got everything we could ever want in the store, but we have to ask for what we want, right? So when we go into the store, we have to go pick our items. And then we have to pay for it. And that's where we get hung up. So we think that manifestation means we go into the store and all of a sudden everything we've ever wanted is already in our cart and it's all free. That's not how I believe it works. Maybe that's how you believe it works, and that's okay, but it's not how I believe it works. How I believe it works is when I go into the store, I need to know what I want. I need to be able to articulate and ask for what I want. And those requests for what I put in my basket are my thoughts. Okay, my thoughts are the currency. They're basically what I'm saying to the store. I want more beautiful home. I want a more satisfying job. I want a better relationship with my husband. I want a better relationship with myself. Now, if I ask for something in this store that I believe is out of stock, and I truly know in my heart, I have convinced myself that there are no more in the store. So when I ask for these items, I'm asking for them with the disbelief that they actually are there. And so that belief, that thought, is the only currency that store exchanges in. So if my belief is that they're out, the store in essence will be out, even if they're not out. They're just delivering on my request, which are my thoughts. And if, again, inversely, I go in with the belief that they have unlimited supply of something, abundant amounts, then there will be abundant amounts because they are fulfilling my request. And so if you thought it, you bought it, right? Because as you think it, so it shall be. And if you are walking into the store believing that everything is out of stock, believing that you got to get in quickly and you got to get in before anybody else because there's only one of everything, and if somebody else gets it, then you won't have anything. That's an analogy to a mindset that we walk into this life with, that we the store of life has abundant supplies. There's no end. There's no limit. And yet we go in and we fight with everybody in the store because we want the very last one, not understanding that if you pull that one off the shelf, there's a million more behind it. And so when you begin to think of your thoughts as a currency, when you begin to understand that, like, you break it, you buy it, you think it, you thought it, you bought it, right? What are the thoughts and what am I getting in exchange for those thoughts? So if I wake up and before my feet even touch the ground, I've already had negative self-dialogue. Before my body rises from the bed, I have told myself all the problems that I've reminded myself of the problems I had. I've reminded myself of how incapable I am to solve them. I've connected to my phone and not to God. I've connected to other people and not myself. And I have not been aware that before my day even started, can you imagine with your partner, you get out of bed and they look at you and they're like, well, you don't look too good. Well, you smell bad. Well, you are probably going to have a shitty day. Would you stay with that person? And the answer is probably, nope, you shouldn't. My daughter said you shouldn't, right? But yet we don't raise the bar for ourselves. We allow ourselves to wake and step into and embody that negativity, that block, that resistance, that, and remind yourself as you wake up, I thought it, I bought it. So what are my thoughts and what am I buying with them? What is the exchange? if I put a thought of abundance out there and a thought of gratitude and joy and possibility, those are the deliveries that are coming my way. Those are the, it's like universe Amazon, God Amazon. Ah, okay. Got it. She just ordered goodness, abundance, happiness, joy, prosperity, possibility. Perfect. And so will the same arrive if you order negativity, doubt, fear, anger, resentment. Those will get delivered as well. The universe isn't out to make sure you get the right, you can only have happiness. It's just there to deliver us what we think we want so that we can learn our lessons, so that we can evolve and grow. And when we have evolved and grown enough that we know to think better thoughts, then we have a better life. But you get there through an evolutionary process, through a growth process, through a fall and get back up process, through a grit and resilience. Those challenges are there for that, because that is how you realize your own power. By being powerless is how you begin to learn how very powerful you are. I hope this made sense. I hope it hit your heart. I hope it played with your mind a little bit. And I'll be back for more. I also released a new first premiere episode of my podcast today. And I also began production of my very first episode of the Reboot Your Life documentary. So all good things, because I believe they're possible for me and for you and for us. So I will see you soon and talk to you on the other side. Bye, guys.